I want you okay.
Okay.
How's it going?
Good.
We had a interesting experience in the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't know that everybody needs to know that.
Oh, really?
Does everybody need to know that? I don't know.
I think so. I had a working food processor when you came over. And then I said, hey, babe, why don't you work with a food processor? And now I have a partially working food processor.
The lid broke. My argument was that it was kind of in the process of breaking, and maybe I could have been a little more gingerly, but I was, yeah.
I would make, and then we can drop this, but I think a good title for this episode might be Food Processor Fury. So that's why I wanted to bring it up. So
Fury, okay.
Yes,
okay.
and since you've been working with my food processor, you've been kind of like forceful at that top, and that's around the time I noticed it's starting to break. But it'll give me an excuse to spend money on my food processor.
The lid, yeah.
But we were trying to make, or you were trying to make pesto.
We were trying to make pesto. It actually wasn't. What we ended up doing was grating the parsley.
Yeah, so if you don't know about food processors, the one that I have has like a bread part where it's like this bread blade, and you put on the top, and you chop things up that way. And mine also has like a shredding feature on it, like a shredding top. And after it was broken by somebody else, named Jaylo.
You're gonna get it.
Ooh.
You're not gonna be happy about it. That's.
Oh, I'm already not happy. My food processor's broken.
Okay.
But anyways, after it was broken, I took out the parsley and the garlic, and I put on the shredding part because I'm like, oh, maybe we could salvage this somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think we could, but I wanted to try. But it made a flavorful parsley for the open face sandwich.
It actually wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't.
Of course, the pesto would have given it a lot more flavor, but...
Yeah, that's why I want to make pesto. Sorry, go ahead.
You are...
Food processor theory.
Ice is thinning.
Uh-oh.
Thin ice.
I love you.
Thin ice.
Hey, can I tell you something?
No.
I want to tell you something.
By the way, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. Can I tell you something?
What?
I love my Jaylo.
Okay.
It's like, okay, why?
I love you.
Okay, good.
just these little things
yes.
that
You break my food processor and you're the one who's mad.
Wasn't like I did. No. We can do that later.
Oh. So, Cheers did a Thanksgiving episode.
Oh.
We're not going to go into that episode, but they all went to Norm's house.
Oh, okay. Well. Could you mention the funny highlights?
I don't want to go too deep in it, but at one point they start a food fight, and Diane starts lecturing them, and Sam throws something at her face. But we have been rewatching a Cheers spinoff called
Frasier.
Yeah. I saw their Thanksgiving special a few days ago.
Was that in the 5th season?
I think that's in the 4th season. They go back to Boston. They're going to do Thanksgiving at Lilith's place.
Yeah.
So, right before they go there, they find out that Frederick might be getting into this like really high-end school.
And how old is he by then?
I think he's like 6 or 7.
Okay.
Anyway, so they go to the house, and Lilith puts Niles in charge of the food, and her and Fraser drive down to see the schoolmaster. While they're there, Marty takes Frederick out to play ball, and he gives him a black eye. So he comes into the house, and he's standing by the fridge, and Niles opens the door and hits him in the face.
Black eye and bloody nose.
And then they give him some pills that he has an allergic reaction to. So Fraser and Lilith make a really bad impression on the schoolmaster. They come home, and Freddie's right in front of them, and they're arguing about, we have to do what's best for our son because we care about our son so much.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, they're not even noticing what's wrong with them. They run back out, they go back over there, and the guy's like, listen, I have a turkey that's hardly edible. Unless you can bring me a turkey, there's nothing I can do. But he's saying it in sort of like a serious way.
Right.
So they go back, Niles has the turkey in the oven,
Yeah.
and they just still it out while Niles is in the other room.
It's not even cooked yet.
No, it's like the bell.
The bell.
I'm having trouble with my words today. Is just about to ring, and they just rip it out of the oven.
It's just about ready, and they
Yes.
take it out of the oven.
Yes.
Oh no.
But anyways, my point being is that I was trying to use the Cheers thing to gradually go into the thing that we have been watching Frasier recently. It's been an interesting ride.
Yeah, I watched, one of the funny episodes I watched last night was when Roz breaks her ankle. This was in season 2.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Roz breaks her ankle, and so she can't be the producer for the rest of the day of Frasier's show. She goes home. She's resting. Frasier stops by Roz's house. Bulldog stops by Roz's house, but Frasier leaves her alone with Bulldog, and she's thinking, "Oh no, he's gonna hit on me." And so she ends up. He asks her if she will produce his show, and she agrees because I guess she's supposed to get more money out of it. If I'm not mistaken, because I've just seen it last night. It's funny. It's funny. She was right though. Bulldog was trying to hit on her though, but you have to see it again.
I might not have seen it originally because while I watched a lot of Frasier, even when I was enjoying the show, there are episodes that I missed here and there.
Yeah, it's a funny one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one episode where they hire a plumber to fix their toilet, and it turns out that the people that are fixing the toilet is Niles' bully and the bully's brother, who was another bully.
Oh, now that we're talking about it, I vaguely now I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah, it's
because we were talking about it earlier in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's the Kreisel brothers.
The Kreisel brothers.
Danny and Billy Kreisel.
Nice.
That's really funny.
That does sound good.
Because Billy was telling Frasier.
Yeah.
Billy was telling.
I just kissed your nose.
Oh. Yeah. So cute.
You already knew that, but go ahead.
Yeah. Billy was telling Frasier, yeah, there was this one time we used to do this and this and this, and it turns out that he did it to Frasier. Frasier was the one.
Oh, didn't he yell at them or do something to their equipment?
Yeah. He said that he did something to the shorts to his because there was a kid that wore shorts and I'm sorry.
No. Frasier did something to them at the end of the episode, right?
Yeah, he put Billy's head in the toilet.
Okay, good.
It was a funny episode. I like that one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And Niles actually helped Danny come to grips.
Yeah. With some issues.
She's like, thank you. That was so helpful. You were so helpful to me. Thank you. So Niles helps him realize the error of his ways, and Frasier gets even more mad at Billy.
Nice.
He puts his head in the toilet and gives him a swirly.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I would not like that.
No.
Ugh.
No. It's a great show.
It is.
Yes.
I wouldn't want a swirly or be stuffed in a full-size locker.
No.
I've never been in those things, but...
I never have either.
I've just seen the half-size one. The lockers are just...
Well, I've never been shoved into a locker.
No. I would not want it.
No. No.
Have you ever seen full-size lockers?
Yeah, they have them at my school.
Oh, they did?
Well, what's the difference?
I have no idea because the lockers that I've used in the past were not full-size.
Okay, I'm pretty sure.
And you couldn't fit yourself in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they do on sitcoms.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that they do that in real life.
I don't know. I keep hearing stories about people being shoved in lockers.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. Well, good for them. They figured out how to escape.
Do you remember that? You remember You Can't Do That on Television, right? I told you about that show.
I saw that show when I was a little kid, but I only watched it for a year.
I actually liked the locker room jokes.
I remember that part of the show.
That skit, right?
Yeah.
They would come out of the locker, right?
Say a joke, and then the other one would say a joke to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they would say, "Hey, so and so, yes, so and so, da 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 da," and they would each come out of a locker.
I don't know if Netflix is bringing that back, but they signed some big deal with Nickelodeon a couple of weeks ago to make new versions of a lot of their old classic shows.
Well, they have. You can't do that on television on YouTube. They have old shows.
Nice.
Yeah, because I saw one maybe a couple months back.
Oh, when we were reading the book.
Yes. Yes, I did, because I thought it was really funny. I didn't realize how funny it was.
I might have to give that another shot. I remember watching it after school, though.
Yeah, and Alanis Morissette.
She was on like 3 episodes.
She was on like 3 episodes, but...
Then they always make it look like she was on for like 60 episodes.
Yeah, she wasn't on there for too long, apparently.
Yeah, she just said, hey, I'm Alanis.
But
and she's like, hey, I'm Alanis, y'all to know.
And apparently...
Because I'm here to remind you.
Apparently, from what you and I have read...
Yeah.
That... they didn't actually like her on the set.
No, well, there was that one sketch she pitched, which didn't help. You remember that sketch?
What was it?
Where she goes down and get Dave Coulier in a movie theater.
Ha, ha, ha. No, she was only 10.
Oh. Yeah, they thought that it might be breaking some laws.
But they said... That's so gross.
I know.
That's so gross.
I know.
But they said that... I think she gave some people a demo of her music.
That's right, she gave one of the other cast members, and the cast member still has it, if I remember.
And the cast member said, wow, I mean, she was singing about some adult stuff, and she was only 12 when she made it, apparently. Between the ages of 10 and 12. I remember when she got really big, when I was a freshman, sophomore in high school. She started getting really popular. But... I like her music and some of her lyrics, but I don't like her voice.
No, you told me that before.
No, I don't. I think she sounds like a banshee, but,
Yes.
A drunk banshee.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe not a drunk banshee, but a banshee.
I don't know if she drinks or not.
I just don't know, like, some people, like, compared to Avril Lavigne, and I like Avril Lavigne's stuff. I don't know all of it, but I like some of her stuff. And compared to their two voices, I would prefer Avril Lavigne better.
That's an odd comparison, though.
Well, I mean they're both Canadians. I don't know. And Avril Lavigne came after Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, and her career also started after her too.
Yes, and she apparently I think
That's
she.
a sex show. It did not land.
No, it didn't.
Sorry.
No, apparently it didn't.
Sorry, keep going.
Wow. That was bad.
Oh.
Bad.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. You might be losing your fire. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and Avril Lavigne came after. It's kind of a weird comparison because well, I guess they're in kind of the same genre.
They are kind of in like the pop genre. But if you listen to Avril Lavigne talk, I think she tries to imply that she was always more punk than anything.
Oh, and with her songs, yeah.
Yeah, I might be remembering that wrong, but I seem to recall her saying that she always thought of herself as more of like a punk chick than like a pop star.
Right. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I guess I should. Maybe as a kind of a weird comparison. I don't know what to compare Alanis Morissette to.
Well, you could make the argument that she is like a Madonna, right? So there's the obvious comparisons of Madonna was this huge star back in the 80s.
Right.
And then you have Alanis Morissette, larger than life figure for like 4 or 5 years in the 90s. Also, Madonna signed Alanis Morissette to her record label, Maverick Records.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh.
That's so Madonna makes money off every time somebody buys Jagged Little Pill. I believe she does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's why people should pirate it.
Ah.
No.
Well, that could be true.
So I would make a comparison to either like Madonna or maybe Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, Lauper.
I remember when I was a kid, my aunts got my sisters and I a pack of Cyndi Lauper bubblegum.
Wow.
And it actually came with like a little small biography of her. But I liked some Cyndi Lauper stuff. She was like the Lady Gaga of the 80s, but Lady Gaga, of course, is a lot more stranger than her.
Well, it's weird. Like, even Miles Davis covered one of her songs.
What song?
Time After Time.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought I played that for you.
No.
I'll play that for you.
Okay.
I like his version, but it's weird that like she's this bubblegum star, and one of the people who's on the Mount Rushmore of jazz covered one of her songs.
Yeah.
No.
Well, but she had a bubblegum. I actually heard an interview with Cyndi Lauper a while back, and she was actually really funny. Lauper. But she has like a really thick, like, Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she kind of talks like this, and I have a son named Declan, and she kind of, she kind of talks like, I don't know if I'm doing it justice, but she talks like this.
Like Linda Richmond.
Like Linda Richmond.
I'm getting for clamps.
I'm awful Clem. Talk amongst yourselves. I can imagine her saying that.
I'll give you a topic. French fries are neither French nor fried.
Discuss.
Discuss.
Yeah. Well, they are fried, but...
They are, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
French nor fried. But no, I mean, I heard an interview with her, and she actually was actually funny.
She seems cool from the interviews I've heard with Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah. She said, I remember she was, when I used to watch Good Morning America, a long time ago.
I hope you've broken yourself with that habit, babe.
I don't watch it anymore, no.
Okay, good.
I think it might have been like 10 to 12 years ago.
Okay.
She was an advocate for people living with AIDS. HIV/AIDS, I think it was. And she said that she was coming out with some kind of a lipstick that would support, the proceeds would support finding the cure for AIDS.
Interesting.
I think that there is one. I just don't know that people should be spending a lot of money researching it.
So you think that they could cure it, but you don't think that they should?
No. I think that they could cure it, but I don't know that all the money going into research. I think it could be a lot more simple than they think it is.
Oh, I definitely think that there's a cure for AIDS out there.
Yeah.
And some people are saying that it might be a self-curing virus.
Yeah, I was hearing about this like even as early as 15 years ago. That there is a way to lock up the HIV virus in your system.
Well, yeah, but some people are saying that the virus,
Yeah.
the way it is, it's actually getting weaker over time. So part of the reason you see less people dying of AIDS now than they did in like the late 80s and early 90s is based on medical science, and part of it might be based in just the virus is getting weaker the more it passes through people.
Well, I would also think too that...
That's what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not.
You held in my ear.
Oh, you were in mine before, okay.
I did not.
Yeah, you have. Keep going.
Well, I think also too people are...
Sorry,
oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Okay,
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
I'm sorry.
I'm not a food processor. Keep going. Alright, keep going. Keep going.
You are in so much trouble, you know that?
I love you. I'm in trouble. Go ahead.
Well, yeah.
About AIDS.
Well, I was saying that until I was very rudely interrupted. Oh, maybe not rudely interrupted, but what I was saying is maybe also too because people are excuse me, not sneezing.
That was rude. Keep going.
Sneezing. People are a lot more aware of it, and they're also aware of STDs, being educated about keeping themselves safe. Whether it's by blood, being safe around blood, sexual education, things of that sort.
They all contribute to making low numbers of HIV. But I mean, I keep wondering what's going to be the next super virus.
I don't know. Did you hear about the measles? People
that really upset me.
I know.
When I heard about that.
That did.
So, and again, I'm not a medical scientist. I don't know how much of this is true. Probably none of this. Yeah. But I heard something online about how they say if you got the measles vaccine as a kid, but you're now an adult, the way it goes is it gets weaker over time. So you're not immune to the measles anymore.
Oh.
Again, I need to research that more.
I don't know. Yeah,
that's what pissed me off.
Yeah, because I got the MMR vaccine when I was 11.
Okay.
And that's painful.
When you were 11, I thought that you had to get them when you were younger.
No, no, I got it when I was 11, I believe. I got other vaccines when I was younger.
Okay.
but for some reason I got that one when I was 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. And also vaccines have changed over time now. You know, people are told that you should, and we don't have to go over we don't have to go through the vaccine controversy.
I have so many mixed feelings about it. It's literally what day you ask me, you'll get a different opinion on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bit leery of vaccines now.
I am too. Well, but I have so many mixed feelings about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, even with, and I know people that actually got the swine flu. My cousin got it. My uncle got it. It's not a joke.
It's pretty funny though.
No, it isn't. But if you
Laugh out loud.
but you can actually find the ingredients online, and some of the ingredients aren't even, shouldn't even be there. It's pretty bad. I mean, why would you put that in your system?
Vaccination?
Why would you put that in your system?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it wasn't like the vaccines that we had 30 plus years ago.
Well, and also, if I'm correct, they gave people less vaccines too. So it wasn't
Yes.
just that it wasn't loaded up with chemicals.
Right.
You were getting fewer shots
Yes.
30 years ago than you are now.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
We read a book recently. Mary
Yeah.
Higgins Clark.
Yes, it was called. Sorry, I'm blanking on the title.
Weep No More.
Weep No More, My Lady. Thank you.
I was forbidden to comment on it. What did
No.
you think of my commentary once I found
I knew you were going to say that.
You knew
I
I was
really
going to hate
did.
the book.
Yes, I knew
I
you
thought
were
it was
going.
horrible.
I didn't think it was that horrible, although I will say that had things changed in the book, it probably would have been a little more interesting.
Because it was very predictable. It was sort of cookie cutter. There was a lot of unbelievable stuff. There was only really one character in the book I kind of liked.
Elvira Meehan.
Elvira was kind of cool. But
She's funny. I mean, I think she's like the comic relief out of everyone.
Yeah, but the book itself was just...
I didn't think it was that atrocious.
Ugh.
But I like mysteries. I mean, and this was written in the 80s.
Yeah, but they have to be good, though.
Well, I thought it wasn't that bad.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
So I just started one called Before I Say Goodbye.
Also by Mary Higgins Clark.
Also by Mary Higgins Clark.
MHC.
MHC. She, what are you doing? He's being cute over here.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay, can do that.
Snuggle.
Snuggle, yes. Snuggle. And so far it's pretty interesting. It's basically, the basic premise is, it's about this woman who finds out her parents died, and after her parents die, she realizes that she has some psychic abilities.
So it is kind of like Frasier.
No, not quite.
Oh,
Daphne doesn't really use her psychic abilities much.
It seems like they started that plot line and then at some point they just abandoned it.
Yeah, I am kind of glad they did.
Yeah.
I didn't want her to just be about psychic abilities.
Well, it didn't seem like it was going anywhere either.
No.
You know, it was very weird the way that happened.
Are you trying to eat my nose?
No, he's running one.
No. No?
No.
Maybe I'll try later.
Good.
It's yummy. No. If your nose is made of bubblegum.
Oh.
Anyway, enough about bubblegum noses.
Bubblegum noses.
Bubblegum noses.
What do you think you're going to read after this book?
That's a good question. I haven't decided yet.
Mm.
I mean, this book is going to be a good 10 hours, so it's going to be a lot for me to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to worry about that because your player, which I'm really jealous of, can actually speed up.
Yeah, it's just an app. I can listen to it at 3 times the speed.
I'm going to do there is a way to speed the reading on my reader, but I think I want to
What? I'm listening to you. I'm the only guy I know who dates a girl, and when I'm listening to you, sometimes I just start like laughing at me.
It's a little distracting.
That I'm listening to you.
No, but you do weird things when you're doing that.
Oh, but I'm still listening.
you put your nose like right there, and your mouth is where my eyes are.
Oh.
It's okay. You can do that. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna lose my train of thought here.
Okay, so you're a reader. You have a Victor Reader stream.
Yeah, and I think there's a way to play with the speed, but I have to do some. I have to do some experiments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Lots of good stuff out there.
Lots of good stuff.
Lots of good stuff.
Yes.
Do you have any movies that you typically watch on Thanksgiving, other than, of course, Death Wish?
I don't watch Death Wish.
Not even on Thanksgiving?
No.
What about Faces of Death?
Why would I watch that after I ate something?
Babe, I can't.
No, usually when I watch something on Thanksgiving, it's, I don't know, it might be something Christmassy that might be on because it's almost Christmas, and they do that like on Thanksgiving weekend or whatever my family's watching.
Oh.
Sometimes my uncles will watch football, which I don't really care for, but
You're definitely not doing that this holiday season.
it's okay. I don't want to watch football.
I don't know much about it. So they made a football joke in Frasier.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody else will get this, but I didn't get this.
Yeah.
They're trying to one-up, Niles and Frasier are trying to one-up each other on birthday presents for their dad.
Mm-hmm.
And Niles gets Martin football seats. And he's like, I wanted to get them something close, but all they did was have something at the 50-yard line. And of course the joke goes right above my head, but I'm listening to it. And apparently it's a joke that's really funny to football fans because the audience was laughing a lot.
Oh, yeah, I don't get that one either.
Yeah.
Somebody would have to explain to me what that means.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people are laughing now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, is this the one where they forget his birthday, or that was a different one?
That's a different one. That's one like a year earlier. This is one Niles ends up also getting him a horse.
Oh.
That used to be Martin's horse when he was a police officer.
Oh, wow.
And Frasier buys this TV that he thinks is really tacky.
You know what I thought was a really kind of a funny episode?
Tell me.
So I was a big fan of Home Improvement when I was a teen.
Oh.
And it was a funny episode about it was Jill's birthday, and she was giving hints to Tim.
Okay, when you were first saying funny, I thought, what does this have to do with Frasier? But keep going.
No, it has to do with birthday gifts.
Okay.
If you haven't figured that out yet.
Go ahead.
Okay. And so it's kind of a funny episode where they're trying to figure out what Jill wants for her birthday.
Yeah.
Whether it's a bathtub or a swing set, something about Finland, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And they get her all these things, like they make her like fresh squeezed orange juice, and I think there's like a bathtub in the in the yard, and
yeah.
it was kind of a funny episode, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Funny.
Is there anything else you wanted to mention?
We're going to eat more later.
We are going to eat more. We're going to have some banana bread.
Mashed potatoes. Cornbread.
Maybe some more chips.
Yeah.
Maybe some kombucha.
Ooh.
We do have chocolate chips here too. Chocolate chips.
I don't know if I want to eat chocolate chips out of the bag, though.
You can watch me eat chocolate chips out of the bag. You get applaud. You can say, bravo, good shirt.
Good sir.
Let's see if you can pour an entire bag down your mouth in one go.
No, I'd like you to try it with Hershey Kisses.
Oh, really? Well, that's what the chocolate chips are.
How are they Hershey Kisses? They're not kisses.
No, they sell the Hershey's Kisses chocolate chips.
Oh, okay. They're they look like Hershey Kisses.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
My favorite kisses are the ones with almonds.
Oh, really? You know what my favorite kisses are?
Real kisses.
Yes, right.
Yes. Well, they are the ultimate kisses for sure. But as far as Hershey's Kisses, my favorite ones are almonds.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, good.
I like pure chocolate myself.
Mm.
I just want to shoot it into my veins. Get that pure chocolate.
I honestly think, because we both are well-established chocoholics, but I
Yes.
think that my cousin is the worst out of all of us.
You're telling me
Like,
stories.
both of them.
I don't know if your cousin's worse than me though.
I think so. If he could almost eat like an entire container of Hawaiian Host chocolate macadamia nuts
I definitely need to
in
get.
one sitting.
I definitely need to get mine under control
Yeah.
because I'm getting older and I don't want to become diabetic and lose a finger.
Oh.
What if it's my middle finger I lose?
Well, good.
Oh.
No.
When we cut off, we want okay.
No, we don't want anybody to lose fingers.
No, we don't want that.
But no, my cousin is just the worst. I mean, I think he's worse than me and you.
Nice.
And my sister, because we both, all three of us have a pretty, we both have sweet tooths.
Yeah.
And so, but he's like, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I think I only got like maybe one or two.
Wow.
And he was like eating it one by one by one by one.
I love that.
And my sister was, I told my sister, and she's like, oh, I can't believe you did that. I'm like, I know.
Yes.
He thought it was just for him.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, chocolate, yummy, just for me. Yeah, it's not.
And he was an adult at the time.
How old was he? No. He was. My niece just turned a year old. I just came back to Washington, so he had to be a teen. Almost, I think he was almost 18.
Okay, that's close enough to being an adult.
But still, he knows better.
Oh, I don't know if I knew better at that age or not, but.
Well, he knows better not to hog everything. I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, I'm sure that when we were kids, when somebody got something sweet out, we would want to share. We want them to share it with us. And
Well, we
end up
want
eating
them
it.
to share it with us, but I don't want to share it because I still don't like sharing.
Oh.
But what I like sharing with my
I don't want to share if I don't need to share. I was always taught to share stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes I should be like, I'm not going to share that with anybody.
Yeah.
Because.
Except with me.
Wait. If I had enough to share. My thing is, if I have enough to share, or if I want to share, I'll share it with somebody. But if I don't, forget it. You're not going to see it.
That's right.
You're not going to see it. I'm going to lock myself in the room and just go to town on that.
Nice.
Right.
Very
Really good. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And I think that's it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
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 Until next time.
Till next time. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
Shall we watch the Flintstones after this?